What changed for me is about 5 years ago, one of my sisters committed suicide. And again, she grew up in the household that we did. And in a lot of ways, she had it worse than all of us. So, after she committed suicide, that was like the end of the rope for me. And I just resigned to lay in my bed and die. Like I said, I have a heart condition, so in theory, it would be very easy for me just to stop doing everything I was doing and just lay in bed until, I fall into, with enough stagnancy, my heart would start to, die. So in that meantime, while I'm laying in bed, I was just like, I don't want to live anymore, especially without the truth. It was like life had won. Like I'd already been through too much. I was tapping out. Like I quit. I wasn't gonna shoot myself or hang myself or do anything like that because I don't like pain. I'm afraid of pain. But my thing was, I'll just lay in bed. I'll stop. I'll just become totally stagnant, and eventually I'll die. So that was my plan. So I was, laid in bed, and as I'm laying in bed, I'm praying to God. I'm not even sure if he's real, by the way. But I'm just praying and I'm asking him for the truth. Because like I said, I don't want to live in doubt anymore. At the time I was 31, actually just 30. I hadn't turned 31 yet. And like I said, life had beaten me up and I was like, I quit. I don't want to know. I don't want to live anymore if I don't even know why I'm here or what's going on. The only thing I did know is that truth exists. And it's like, because you could use logic and critical thinking and reasoning and intelligence and come to that answer. The truth exists because it does, so I thought, whatever the truth is, God, I just want to know. And that's what I was praying to him. It's like, even if you're not real, I just want to know for sure because I can't live in doubt anymore. So that's where I was. I just splayed my whole heart out to God and I asked him for the truth. Like I said, even if he wasn't real, I just want to know for sure. And if the truth is or was that he wasn't real, then that's what I'd be telling you right now. I didn't ask for Jesus. In fact, Jesus was the last answer I ever wanted to hear. I didn't ask for Buddha or Krishna or Muhammad. I asked for the truth, okay? And like I said, whatever, I received the truth, Jesus Christ is the truth. But if he wasn't, I would be telling you whatever the truth was, because that's all I wanted, okay? And like I said, as far as Jesus goes, he was the last choice I wanted to hear, because one of the reasons is he was a man on the earth, okay? God became incarnate and became flesh, okay? So Jesus on earth was a man, and he was also God, obviously, but he was a male in the human form. So because of how I grew up and my father passing away and most of my abuse coming from a man, was like, I looked at Jesus and I'm like, I'll never trust him because he's a man. Even to this day, I'm skeptical of men, and I used to be terrified of men. So looking from afar and seeing that Jesus is a man, I'm like, yeah, I'll never be able to trust him, and like, the other side of it was, anyone who turns on a TV for any length of time, you get this public mainstream television idea of Christianity. These millionaire televangelists, these multi-millionaire church figures, okay? And even before I was saved, I would see this public television Christianity. And I would just know, I'm like, well, these are wolves in sheep's clothing. Like, these people are fake. And that led me erroneously to believe that since these people that represent Christianity on TV, since these people were fake, then that must mean that Jesus is fake. So I say all that to say, when I was asking for the truth, I was asking for the truth. I was not looking for confirmation bias for something I already believed. I didn't believe in Jesus. I didn't want to. It would have been so much easier to accept something else that either says that we are our own gods and good and evil are relative and part of being that God, or something that says, even if we have to live 100 lifetimes, we can do enough good to reconcile ourselves to God. It's easier to think that than it is to say, oh no, we actually can't do anything to rectify ourselves to God. All we have to do is trust that God did it for us through Jesus Christ, his word and his son. That takes humility. And that's something that, at least in my case, does not come easy, So it would have been just super simple for me to accept something else other than Jesus. But like I said, I wanted the truth. And I thank God for that. I'm nobody. It's not like I'm like this amazing Indiana Jones-esque truth seeker, okay? I was just beaten down in life and totally destroyed, and all I wanted to know was what's really going on, okay? And I really think, honestly, that anyone of a sound mind, a capable mind, does want the truth, and desires to live for the truth. I don't think people want to believe lies. I certainly didn't and don't. So I think in general, a rational thinking human being wants the truth, So when I started praying to God like that, just whatever the truth is, even if you're not real, I just want to know for sure because, like I said, I can't live in doubt anymore. Excuse me. When I started laying out my heart to God like that, that's when he put on my heart that he is real, he is love, and Jesus is his son. Okay, Jesus is the truth. And when God put that stuff on my heart, my first response, honestly, was, I don't believe that, but I don't believe that Jesus is the truth. But at the same time, if he is the truth, then please help me believe him. Because, like I said, I desire to believe the truth. I don't desire to be lied to. I don't desire to believe lies. I desire to do the truth, believe the truth, live for the truth, walk in the truth. Like, truth is, if I get thirsty and drink a bottle of bleach, that'll probably severely hurt me. So I desire to not do that, and speaking in spiritual and eternal matters, I don't want to follow something that's not spiritually and eternally true. I don't want to do anything that puts my soul in detriment because it's a lie. But first I had to figure out if God was even real, and I did that just, like I said, by appealing to him and asking him sincerely for the truth. So, he put on my heart those things, and that Jesus is the truth, and that he is real and he is love. And I said, I don't believe that, but if he is the truth, please help me. And God put on my heart for me that if I wanted to know the truth, then I should go to the Gospels and start with Jesus's words. And what he put on my heart was that if I start and read Jesus's words, then I would know that Jesus is the truth. And then in my own free will, I would be able to decide whether or not to receive the truth or to keep running from the truth. Okay? So God moved me to get into the scriptures and read what Jesus actually had to say. And, just being honest again, it's not like, okay, I didn't just immediately open the scriptures. It took me 1.5 years before I opened the New Testament to read Jesus's words. 1.5 years from those initial prayers. And it took me that long because I was scared and I had doubts and I had questions. And over that intervening 1.5 years, I took all of those doubts and fears and questions up to God in prayer. And he answered them. He either put the answers on my heart, or he led me to the answers providentially through research or through living life. So in that intervening 1.5 years, he was building me up, okay? And I want to share 1 or 2 things that he showed me in that intervening 1.5 years.